really loving this city. Hi guys, welcome to a new vlog. I'm Fleur. If you're new here, hi, welcome. You're catching me at a bad time. Oh, I'm packing and I have anxiety. So, I did go to the thrift store this morning and I bought this dress and I think it's adorable. So, now that we got that out the way, I'm going to Geneva for a couple days to visit my family and we're just gonna have a good time. But the thing is that I only have under-seat storage and I had kind of already planned out everything that I was going to bring, but then I saw that it was going to rain every day that I'm there. So I'm limited to this amount of storage and I have to bring the right leather because of the weather. I'm so sorry for acting this way. It's really because I'm anxious, I'm stressed, I'm tired. I think the anxiety is coming from I've been working through the issue of I haven't cracked the outfit code yet for what I'm gonna bring. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I've also been really stressed the past couple weeks with just work and getting things done so I can leave and still have content ready, things like that. So I'm just ready to go, but I'm not ready to go yet. So I thought I would just vlog because I do think I want to make a little travel vlog. I don't know. I don't know. But I just thought that I would at least start and see where it goes. So yeah, I got a couple t-shirts. I know what I'm going to be wearing on the flight. Let me move you a little closer. Yes. Also, if the quality of the video kind of sucks, I'm filming on that DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and I have it in full auto and I really don't like how that looks. Like with every vlog that I see from every person who uses this camera and has it on full auto, I'm like, ugh! No offense, but it's just very, I don't know. Anyway, just please don't be offended by me saying that. I put it on tracking mode so I can actually move around and show you without moving the camera, which is fancy. I'm bringing these trousers. I'm gonna wear my New Balance sneakers with a white t-shirt and I'm bringing a North Face coat for the rain. Outside of that, you know, I'm with family. If I need to borrow anything, I can borrow things. Got some t-shirts, but the thing is that I feel like everything is lacking personality. It's a lot of blue and black and white and I'm not feeling that. So don't know what to do. I want to bring in a little more personality, but I don't think I want to wear my cowboy boots. I'll have to wear them in the plane because they're not going to fit in the backpack. That's kind of what I've been struggling with. I'm being way too hard on myself and making it way more difficult than it is. That's just who I am, you know? So I have to deal with it. Also, I did show you in the Q&A video, but my tattoo is still healing. I still can't really wear it out in the sun outside, so I need to cover up. So I do need long sleeved things, I think. But I feel like during the day, the weather will be good enough to go out in a t-shirt and have the North Face coat if it's going to rain. So that's why I brought t-shirts that match those trousers, but then I want another pair of trousers that are comfortable. That's where it gets hard because I don't have a lot of those. I don't want to wear jeans on a plane. Who wants to wear jeans on a plane? Really, truly. Can someone please tell me in the comments that I'm not exaggerating and being a baby about it? I like to think that I'm really easy and I'm like, low maintenance. Let me just put on easy things and just throw stuff in my suitcase. I don't need a lot. Then I'm going to a city and I want to, you know, be cool, I guess, and wear cool stuff and show a little bit of personality in my clothes, but it's not really gonna happen, is it?
6 hours later.
I'm going to go lay in the backyard and read. The book that I'm reading and that I'm bringing is Almonds. This is by Won Pyong-sun. I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. This is a literary fiction about a boy who was born with a brain condition which makes him unable to feel emotion or to express emotion. To feel emotions like fear or anger, and then it kind of just follows him throughout his, I think, his adolescence. I don't want to read the rest of the back because I kind of want to go into this blindly as I can. I'm only a couple pages in, but I'm liking the writing style so far, so I'm really enthusiastic about reading this, and I'll be reading it at the airport and on the plane and while I'm there, and we'll see how far I get. I don't know what the plan is when I get there, what the itinerary is, so I don't know how much downtime there will be. I'm going to spend time with family, so probably not that much, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted, but for now I am going to leave you here and relax. I've packed the rest. I'll just see you tomorrow when I go to Geneva. Good morning. It is flying day. I'm going to do my makeup with the stuff that's in my toiletry bag so I can see if I have everything. And then I can also close up my toiletry bag and that'll be done. So let's go. I'm not leaving for the airport until 1 and I'm flying at 5. I want to edit a video after this so that when I get home I'll still have the weekend off, because right now I don't have anything planned for next Sunday and I want to get that done if I can, and if I can't it'll be fine. All I would have to do when I get home is edit one ASMR video. That's not that much work, but it's just a nice idea that everything will be taken care of while I'm gone, and when I get back I can just really relax. So it's vacation but also not quite yet. See, this is why we're doing this, because I forgot my concealer brush. I'm glad that I settled on the outfit dilemma. That was a lot, but I have to say I'm in my luteal phase and I was feeling a little insecure. I was attaching a lot of identity to the outfits, which, I mean, fair. I mean, I'm going to the city. I love outfits. I love expressing myself through clothes, but also I would much rather just focus on exploring the country and the culture than focusing on what's my outfit looking like? Is this comfortable? And like pulling on my clothes while I'm there. The things that I'm bringing now I know will be comfortable and they're simple, but it's nice. I'm just basically going to be Steve Jobs wearing the same outfit every day. The nice thing about yesterday and the whole clothes thing is that it did give me a lot of outfit inspiration, which I didn't have for a long time. So I'm kind of surprised by how many things I saw in my closet. I made new combinations and I just have new inspiration, which is actually wonderful. Because for a long time I was staring at my closet thinking, what the fuck? I have nothing to wear, you know, that feeling. Happy with the new inspiration and excited when I get back to show my new outfits. Now, if it was a longer flight, I wouldn't have worn makeup, but it's like an hour and a half, so I don't really mind that much. I'm spending more time truly traveling to the airport and being at the airport. They say that it's going to be really busy, so I have to be there 2.5 hours before we fly. I find it so incredibly boring to be at an airport for multiple hours. And that's not me being impatient, not at all. It's just me being locked in there, the idea that you can't go out. Anyway, I feel really like trapped. When I went to Norway last summer, I was there maybe 3 hours before my flight, but it was August, so summer vacations had already started. Now it's June, so I got there, I could self-check my bag. There was no line at customs, there was no line at the baggage check, so I was at the airport for 15 minutes, I was done with everything, and I was calling my dad like, so I have like 2 hours and 45 minutes to kill now. And also, that was an hour flight as well, so you're spending more time being there than actually being up in the air and traveling from A to B, you know what I mean? I wanted to take the train, but it was over double the price, which is just insanity. I started using this smaller brush for my powder. I have this Charlotte Tilbury powder that I'm almost out of, so I'm just using what I have left and only putting it under the eyes. And it's actually so much more practical to me to bring a small brush instead of the big fluffy one while I'm not even powdering my entire face, you know. And I feel like fancy makeup artists when I have little brushes. Same with my concealer. So how have you been? Do you have any summer plans? Are you going on any trips? Are you staying home? Are you working? Are you studying? Are you graduating? What's going on? Let me know in the comments how you've been doing, because I miss chatting with you. I always really miss it that this is a one-sided conversation. Let me know how you're doing on your side of the world. Now I'm gonna do powder products over the cream. See, I forgot 2 things. I also forgot the blush brush. Oh, maybe I should give a little context on the trip. I'm going to Geneva for 4 days. My cousin lives there with his wife. I'm just going to hang out with them, spend time with them. I would love to jump in the lake. That is a goal, but I don't know what the weather's gonna do because of all the rain prediction. I'm excited to explore the city, go out to dinner, and just have quality time, family time. Whenever we see each other, it's always with a lot of family around. It doesn't happen that often when we see each other either. The last time I saw them was around this time last year, actually. They came to visit us. That was really sweet. But I was also working and I lived in the city. I'm excited to have some proper quality time with them. The only stressful part about me going on this trip is that the day after I get back, my parents are leaving for a couple weeks and I'm house sitting and cat sitting. So it was a lot of thinking about the trip, but then also already planning for after the trip. And that always stresses me out so much, to the point where it almost felt like the trip was more getting in the way of all the other things that I need to do, instead of something to really look forward to and like a key point in my schedule of relaxation and enjoyment. It's like, I quickly switched that around, got out of the mindset, but yeah, it's sad when that happens and when there's just so much going on at the same time, I guess. That's also where I notice that I get more anxiety about my health and how everything is gonna go, because now I've been really stressed for the past 2-3 weeks. I notice that I'm getting an itchy throat. Like, there are a couple of physical things that are happening. I had a migraine last week. And then I get nervous if I get there to Geneva, if I kind of collapse, you know, when I make it to the point where I wanted to go. My body can sometimes just be like, okay. And I really don't want that to happen. And it's no use to think about it because that doesn't change anything or help anything. So it's very irrelevant, but it's hard to stop that sometimes. So yeah, even though these trips are not the biggest deal in the world, I mean, I'm not going anywhere crazy. I'm just spending time with family. It's a lot less intense than my solo trip to Norway, which I did last year. But then still, when trips like this come around, I get the same amount of doubt over my health. I don't know, I get a little nervous. And I want to be honest because, I mean, it's my channel. I do nothing but overshare. But I also, like, to anyone who has a bit of travel anxiety or who has health issues and has a desire to travel, just, I'm right there with you in being so excited and at the same time confident that you can get through it, but also being nervous and anxious and questioning yourself sometimes, and how's my health gonna hold up? Do I have everything that I need if something goes wrong? Blah, 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 blah. All the makeup is in the bag. I got my contacts somewhere here. I really need to grab those. Yeah, let me get that done. I'm gonna pack some things so that everything is finished for today. Okay, maybe I just will end up wearing this top because it's airy and light and I'm gonna be sweating. I'm gonna be sweating so hard. Off to Geneva!
Oh,
Is it nerves or excitement?
Slow motion. It won't be because it's too old, so it's
crumbly and. Hey, reporting to you live from Geneva. It's actually day 2 or 3 that I'm here. Do we count travel day as day 1? Because then it's day 3. I didn't get to really catch up with you the day that I came here, and the day after that I was just busy enjoying everything, but I got a lot of footage for you. When I arrived here, it was so lovely. My cousin picked me up from the airport. We took the bus together to the house, and we just hung out together, had curry for dinner, tried a bunch of cheeses, and just had a good time. And then yesterday we went into Geneva. I am really, really loving this city. We had a slow morning and got to relax, and then we took the bus into the city where we walked around a little, and we took a boat across the lake to the more historical side of the city, and it was beautiful. I was blown away. We had coffee at a little square close to the courthouse, I think it is, and there were some protests for Gaza. Free Palestine, baby. We love to see it. We had coffee there, and then we met my cousin for lunch. We went to a mall there where there was a food court. We had Greek food. It was so good. And then we just walked around, went to some stores, and then we went to the St. Peter's Chapel. We went up the tower and saw the view of the city. It was so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh shit. Here, because it's scary. So this is a view from my balcony in my apartment. Welcome to my house. We got really lucky with the weather because it was supposed to rain and it didn't really. So yeah, that was really good. Unfortunately, on the way back home, I got a migraine, which is my literal nightmare, to get a migraine while I'm in public, especially in a different country where I don't know what to do with myself. But luckily, I had my cousin's wife here with me, and she was a wonderful guide, so I could just basically close my eyes until we got home on the bus. So that was good. And then I kind of slept it off, and then we just hung out here. We had dinner, we watched Lord of the Rings, and then this morning I slept in till pretty late, and I had a pretty bad headache still from yesterday, so that was sad, but we managed. So once again, slow start, but then we went to the botanical gardens and it was beautiful. I loved it there so much.
All that I'm wanting is all that I have. A roof made of metal, mom and a dad. A fire, a loving, a woman so soft. Shoes for my walking, friends to just talk.
Just having the lake and then the hillside with the houses and buildings and then having the mountains in the background. You can see the Mont Blanc from here. What? Oh my god. It's just surrounded by the most gorgeous areas of France, I feel like. And I mean, even outside of Geneva, it's very close to Annecy, Ivoire. There's so many beautiful places in the area. So immediately when I got here, I was like, I need to come back sometime when I have more time and space to enjoy and to explore. So it's definitely going back on my list for places I would want to spend more time. I could really imagine like spending a month here and just using this as a hub to go to different places, I guess. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I get a really good feeling from the city. And today, after the botanical gardens, we went through a tunnel to the water and then we just walked along the lake, and it was so peaceful. And I don't know, guys, I might just move here. I'm loving it. But then we went back here and we had a pastry and we tried Dubai chocolate. Randomly, we found it at the store. Very overrated. And now we are just chilling, and I am working out a dilemma because public transport is on strike when I get back. So I can't travel from the airport to my house when I land in Amsterdam tomorrow. That's been kind of an issue because I can either fly home tonight or fly home on Sunday. There aren't any flights on Saturday, so that I can just use public transport and go home. If I go tonight, I will get to see my family. If I go on Sunday, I won't have to rush. Or I just fly on Friday, I get to Amsterdam, book a hotel, and travel home on Saturday morning. And I don't know if it's because I'm really tired and have that migraine headache still, but it's making me really stressed and emotional that I can't seem to figure out what I want to do and I can't make a decision. And that's also a burnout brain thing that I have been struggling with for a while. But in situations like, I was almost crying as I'm talking about it, but it's just little decisions get really overwhelming suddenly. So I'm having a hard time figuring out what it is that I want to do and what feels good to me because I don't know. So I'm just gonna take a nap, probably relax a little, and then make a decision on what to do. I'd booked a hostel for tomorrow night, but it was in the city center, and then my dad was like, how are you going to travel from the airport to the city center if there's no public transport? And an Uber is like 70 euros. So I had to cancel the hostel that I booked and now rebook an airport hotel. But I'm gonna stay at a hotel Friday night and then travel home on Saturday. Since filming that last clip, I made it home safe and sound, but first I want to talk to you about what I did on my last day in Geneva. I had a flight later in the day, so we started our morning off slowly again, and we ate pancakes that my cousin's wife made. They were so delicious. And then we paid a visit to the house of the very well-known Voltaire. It's called a chateau, but it's a small castle. It is beautiful. It's this soft pink building with just the most gorgeous view of Geneva. We had a look in all the rooms and we got to see the artwork, and it was just really nice to spend our morning that way. It was a little bit rainy, so it was nice to be inside and get to see how this man lived. Of course, I had to get one of his books because I'd wanted to. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then, of course, I could find it at his house. So I took one home and I'm really excited to read it. Then we met my cousin for lunch and we had Italian food, and after that it was time for me to get to the airport. So after a little nap and packing my things, I went back, and of course my flight was delayed again, but I made it back to Amsterdam. Like I said earlier, I did have to book a hotel because of all the public transport strikes on Friday. It was a very unlucky day for me for that to happen, but it's good that they are going on strike, and doing what they're doing. We made the most of it. I enjoyed my time at the hotel, and then I went back on Saturday morning. And when I tell you that this was the worst public transport day of my life, it definitely was, I think. It took me 4.5 hours to get from the Amsterdam airport to my house, which normally should take me an hour and a half. It started with me still having breakfast at the hotel and my shuttle bus arriving, so I didn't really have breakfast and I had to catch the shuttle bus to the airport. There were still a lot of trains that weren't driving or whatever else, so I already had to take a detour, which would extend the journey. It's like, okay, fine. Then on the train, it got so delayed that I missed my next train. So I had to wait at the train station for half an hour. Got my period, which was wonderful timing. And then the next train didn't drive until the stop that it had to go to. So it stopped earlier. And there I had to wait 40 minutes for my transfer, which then was too full for me. So after waiting 40 minutes, I couldn't get onto that train, which was the last train that I needed to get to my car, because my car was at a train station. I'm really proud of myself for not having a mental breakdown, but it was not fun for sure. So I ended up calling a coworker to get a ride to the train station where my car was. And thank you so much to that coworker for saving my ass, because it would have taken me another 30 minutes to wait for the next train. And I just really wanted to get home. You know how you feel at the end of a travel day or travel days, and you're so close to being home. Taxis weren't really available either. That would take just as much time as waiting for the train. So it was a whole thing. So that's why I didn't really vlog, because it was just a lot of me sitting at train stations or on the train. I did get to read a lot, which is great. I listened to good music. It was all fine. And I made it home. But that was an unnecessarily long journey to get home from Geneva. It took me over 24 hours at the end of the day to get back home. So yeah, that was interesting. But honestly, it was all so worth it. I had such a wonderful time being with family, really having quality time. I didn't bring my laptop, which I loved. So I wasn't tempted to work or edit in the moments where we were just hanging out, you know. I was really present. I feel like I really got to enjoy everything. And despite having had a migraine, which was my fear, I still really made the most of it. And yeah, I had a fantastic time, and I really enjoyed bringing you along. I'm very positively surprised by the quality of the footage from this little camera. It's insane, and as someone who's shy about vlogging in public, this was really great. So I'm excited to, well, you've seen it by now, but to have shown you the footage. I think that the footage from the St. Peter's Chapel was really beautiful. I was very surprised. I don't know, it felt like it looked like I took those shots on a drone. I was also so lucky to have my cousin's wife with me, because first of all, she was great company. She got to teach me a lot about the city and the history of the city, and I always feel like that makes a trip so much better when you speak to the people who live there and you get more context on the city and the culture. I didn't really drop a lot of facts in this vlog. I feel like you should just go there, and I am not your source for any historical or cultural information. I'm here for entertainment and a good time. But I was so happy to be in that city. I loved it so much, and I can't wait to go back and to swim in the lake, because we really have to do that. Anyways, my vacation is over. Time to get back to work, which I'm also really excited about. And I will gladly see you in my next video. Here's a forehead kiss. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!